Hello everyone, this is the devotional for June 5th. Our passage for today is in the book of 1 Corinthians, and we're reading the entire second chapter. When I came to you, brothers, I did not come with eloquence or superior wisdom, as I proclaimed to you the testimony about God. For I resolved to know nothing while I was with you, except Jesus Christ and Him crucified. I came to you in weakness and fear and with much trembling. My message and my preaching were not with wise and persuasive words, but with a demonstration of the Spirit's power, so that your faith might not rest on men's wisdom, but on God's power. We do, however, speak a message of wisdom among the mature, but not the wisdom of this age, or of the rulers of this age who are coming to nothing. No, we speak of God's secret wisdom, a wisdom that has been hidden and that God destined for our glory before time began. None of the rulers of this age understood it, for if they had, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. However, as it is written, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love Him. But God has revealed it to us by His Spirit. The Spirit searches all things, even the deep things of God. For who among men knows the thoughts of a man, except the man's spirit within him? In the same way, no one knows the thoughts of God, except the Spirit of God. We have not received the spirit of the world, but the Spirit who is from God, that we may understand what God has freely given us. This is what we speak, not in words taught us by human wisdom, but in words taught by the Spirit, expressing spiritual truths in spiritual words. The man without the Spirit does not accept the things that come from the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness to him, and he cannot understand them because they are spiritually discerned. The spiritual man makes judgments about all things, but he himself is not subject to any man's judgment. For who has known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of Christ. The title for today's devotional is Proclaiming the Good News. The Bible clearly tells believers to proclaim the gospel to all people. Yet, while we certainly want others to know Jesus, many of us become paralyzed at the thought of engaging in spiritual conversations. If that describes you, take heart. You're in good company. Some of God's spokesmen were horrified at the thought of speaking to others about the Lord. Begging to be excused from his speaking assignment, Moses told God, I have never been eloquent, neither recently nor in time past. That's from Exodus 4:10. And centuries later, Jeremiah reacted to a similar mission by saying, I do not know how to speak because I am a youth. That's from Jeremiah 1:6. Then, in the New Testament, Paul's first letter to the Corinthians says that he came in weakness and in fear and in much trembling to share the message with them. That's 1 Corinthians 2:3. The apostle wasn't tongue-tied, however. He knew well how to persuade with logic. Instead, Paul was afraid he might resort to human arguments, though his goal was to speak not in words taught by human wisdom, but in those taught by the Spirit. That's from verse 13. Many believers have fears about sharing the gospel, but Jesus calls us to go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation, as Mark 16:15. So lean on the Spirit, who gives us the mind of Christ. Then, no matter the obstacles, you will be able to proclaim the Savior's love. Thank you for watching.